Yo, it's your boy Zeddy Will, and you are watching FaceTime with Todd Wharton. Peace.
From Times Square in New York City, it's FaceTime with Todd Wharton. With special and musical guest, Zeddy Will. And now, here is your host, Todd Wharton.
Welcome to another edition of FaceTime with Todd Wharton. I'm your man, your host, Todd Wharton, and we have an incredible show for you today because in the house is one of Billboard's top 2025 hip-hop artists to watch, and he's going to talk about his rising career. But before we get to that, we have an exclusive for you. That's right, another hip-hop artist who is topping the coffee bean charts. My man Vanilla Ice Latte is here with an exclusive music video. So guys, check it out. So you guys ever wonder why you get charged for ice in your coffee? Well, I'm about to show love to my animation labor crew in my new video. Check out this new exclusive clip entitled Ice Ice Labor, Baby. Let's kick it. Ice Ice Labor, baby. Ice Ice Labor, baby. Yeah, get your cafe and listen. It's time to chill from the city condition. It's a way I like my coffee. Waiting in line, but the girl's about to serve me. Serve me. No, I like my ice. Put a little flavor with vanilla and spice. I like my latte chill and frothy. Thank the crew from my Danish and coffee. Ice, ice flavor, baby. Yeah, ice in your cup, son. We have a great show for you guys tonight. Billboard's top hip-hop artists to watch here in 2025. My man Zeddy Will's in the house. And then later on, Zeddy will be back performing his hit song, Twerkin With Your Friends, right here on FaceTime with Todd Wharton. So guys, stick around, and we'll be right back after these messages. FaceTime with Todd Wharton is brought to you by Fix Your Fungal Nail by Fix Your Feet Products, formulated by podiatric surgeon Dr. Yolanda Ragland to clear nails of fungal infection. For more information, go to fixyourfeetproducts.com. And by Popcorn Remix, gourmet popcorn remix your way. A variety of flavors is now available for purchase by visiting popcornremix.com. Popcorn Remix, the taste is in the name. So welcome back to the show, everyone. As I mentioned previously, my guest tonight is one of Billboard's top rising stars to look out for in hip-hop. He's a great guy, got a great personality. He's definitely a rising star. I've been watching this guy's career, but I'm happy to have him on the show, honored to have him on the show, and I can't wait to talk to him. Guys, please welcome to the show my man, Zeddy Will. Zeddy, how you doing, brother?
Doing good, feeling good. Yes, sir.
You should be feeling good. Listen, I just became a fan, not overnight, because that would just make for a bad interview.
Right.
Like, hey, I just discovered this guy yesterday.
Yeah.
I researched a lot of your videos. First of all, congratulations, bro. Seriously.
Thank you.
We all know how hard this game is. Social media is providing a new type of platform, which is allowing anybody to try to be a hip hop artist, right? Not just hip hop in general and music. What I love about your sound is it's your voice.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I'm saying that I'm not putting down auto-tune because my man T-Pain, he created the auto-tune, which is his sound, right? That's what he's known for. Auto-tune can work, but when you can create a sound of your own voice, you're going to have so much more longevity in this industry because I'm going to hit you right on the spot. When you're listening to hip-hop, is there a voice that you can know right away that's one of the go-to hip-hop like groups that you love to listen to?
Like artists?
Yeah.
I think Eminem.
Okay. But when you hear Eminem, you know the voice. Now, you think his longevity would have been greater, even though he's talented, if he used auto-tune all the time?
No, I don't think so.
All right. And I'm saying this in this interview to all you fans, auto-tune can help, but you cannot define talent. And that's what you have.
Thank you.
You have a talent about you. You have a comedic hip style. I can't even talk on it. You have a comedic hip hop style about you. You're different, but you're marketing different, meaning there is a huge, huge future with you in hip hop, man. And I know Billboard has rated you one of the artists to watch in
Yes, sir.
2025. The first question I'm going to ask you, bro, is from Queensbridge Housing Projects, when did you get that bug that you knew right away that hip hop was your call?
I would say, man, 3 years ago, I'm in my college dorm room. I'm scrolling on TikTok, and I already had been doing comedy skits and all that type of videos on TikTok. So music wasn't really in my thing, but scrolling on TikTok and I'm seeing people making, beats and they freestyling, and I'm like, I want to try it. So I made a video trying it. I was doing comedy, so I wasn't really into the music, like I said, and it just blew up for me. And they're like, "Yo, you could rap? Like, it seemed too natural for you. Like, how long you been working on this?" And I'm like, "This is my first day." So after that, I just kept putting out more videos, like more freestyles of me rapping on hip hop beats, and from there it's history.
Now, do you find it hard a lot to put out content day after day after day? Because me personally, I don't personally put out content every day because
Hmm.
I'm very, and I'm going to use the word anal, kind of a perfectionist where I want to make sure that everything I put up represents me and
Hmm.
represents my guests. Do you find it hard sometimes to be able to do that on a daily basis to put up content?
Nah, Todd. And honestly, I think that's what's making me so successful. I've been so consistent for the past 3 years, even with like whether it's been music or comedy. I've made sure that every day I'm posting at least 2, 3 videos, and I found my ways of making a bunch of videos one day and then posting it. But I make sure I'm posting every day. Now there's some days where you know 2, 3 times out of the month where I can't post because I'm either flying or I'm just tired that day. But
Yeah.
Todd, I'm consistent. I feel like consistency is really one of the reasons why I'm real successful right now.
Yeah. Well, first of all, I appreciate I just started wearing these, so I
Mhm.
appreciate you wear glasses too. So now we have an interview with two good-looking guys bringing the cultures together. I want people to recognize that
Exactly.
glasses is the future of sexiness with the men. So everybody need to recognize that. Now, what I want to recognize is you're right up the block from where I've been living for a while, and I
Mhm.
met you in Queensbridge. Was there
Right.
a big influence on you from the Queensbridge projects where your family brought you up at?
I would say definitely Nas. And when I was growing up, I never, listened to Nas a lot. I listened to a lot of Eminem. Like Eminem, I'm the biggest fan of Eminem. But as I started doing music, I feel like it was important if I'm going to be representing where I'm from and telling people Queensbridge this, Queensbridge that. I had to study somebody from Queensbridge, and there's no other better person than Nas. Top 5 in the rap game all time. Um,
Course.
and yeah, Nas is my big influence still to this day.
Well, let me tell you something. I'm gonna put it in the air right now. Zeddy will X Eminem song together,
Mm.
and
I would die if that happened. I'd be so happy. I'd be happy. I love Eminem, man. Shout out to Eminem, man.
he's
For real.
talented as hell. And you guys got similar genres. Eminem, when he came out of the box, he was
Mhm.
very outspoken,
Right.
but Dr. Dre saw a comedic style in him, and that's what put him over the edge over all artists. And you have that also in your own way. So I can definitely see type of parody hip hop video coming out, like the Batman and Robin of the
Right.
2005.
Right. The Without Me of 2005. Yep.
Exactly.
2025. I thought.
Right? It could be like Without Me
Mhm.
too.
Right.
Like, without Eminem, but now you got Zeddy Will.
That-
Without me, you ain't got hip hop. So
Right.
it's
Right.
like that's
Right.
kind of a cool deal. I like that, man. I
That'd be
love it.
dope.
Now your family, if they've always been supportive of you, man, growing up and what you love to do, how was that growing up with them as well?
Yeah, my family's always been supportive. Like, Ty, before music, I was an athlete. So I mean, I would still call myself an athlete now. I still go out and run, but I was running track, I was swimming, I'm playing basketball. My mom and dad put me in all these type of sports, and they were supportive from the get go. So now, switching in this new lane of doing music and comedy, still the same support system. My family, my mom, my dad, brothers, sisters. They always come to a show or two. My brothers are coming to the club with me. My sister, like, they're all supportive. And that's another reason why I feel like I'm doing so good. I have a good support system.
I
I do.
love it. Now you said athlete. I know you said running. You got a little basketball in there because I'm a basketball player.
Yeah, I got a little basketball, but I was more of a track athlete. Like I went to college on a track scholarship. Like I ran the mile, the 800. Like I'm a runner. Like I'm a runner.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can't feel you on the track. My brother was a track star in Long Island, and one thing I never understood is, and even your publicist will contest to this, when we did sports, the one thing that we all hated in sports is when the coach would blow the whistle. I'm like, all right, got to do laps. It's like,
Yeah, I know y'all used to be mad as hell.
and now you're like, yo, Todd, I got into a sport where we actually do laps voluntarily. And I'm like, yeah,
Yeah,
I can't get with that. Like, I'll
yeah,
see you at the end of the track with the snow cone from the ice cream man, and I'll hand
yeah,
you what
yeah.
else. That's how I did sports. But I'm loving that right now. Now let's hop to a song. You have a lot of hit songs, but there's one song in particular
Mhm.
that blew up social media,
Right.
okay, where superstars, and this is when you know you got a hit, is when
Yeah.
people are making their videos on your song.
Hmm.
And hopefully we'll come up with a way where you can get a little payment for every time somebody makes a song with your video. I, I'm gonna do that, right? Your publicist gets like, that's a good freaking idea, man. We gotta write that down. We need to get
Todd's
some money.
idea. Todd's idea.
Yeah, that's right. And
Todd's.
it's like working with your friends,
Yes,
right?
sir. Yes, sir.
Everybody from 10 years old, and I'm not going any lower than that, because if you're twerking at 5 years old, you need to go through
Yeah,
therapy.
yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah. Exactly.
even at 10, but up to 90. Twerking with your friends. I need to hear where this song came from because there's a
Mhm.
moment that made you write this. Where did this come from, man?
So this is me in the studio last year up in Philly in 2024, and I heard the beat. Shout out to DJ Crazy, he's the one who produced the beat. We're in the studio listening to the beats, and he played this one, and we're like, no, no samples, no samples. And he's like, no, but this one right here, it'll fit your vibe. It's for the parties, for the clubs. And I'm like, all right, let me hear it. So he played it, and as soon as he played it, I went like, all right, started up, put the session up. I went in the booth. I did it. Shout out to Jers. He's on my team. Jers was there with me, helped me through the song. We moved it around, did some fixing up, and it was dope. After that, it was just the rest is history. They love it. The clubs, the parties. I wouldn't be surprised if they playing it in the White House. Like they love it everywhere. For real, they do. They love that joint everywhere, yo. Tell you, Todd, they
Let me
love it,
tell
man.
you something right now. I'm laughing right now because there are a lot of AI memes. After they hear this, they're gonna put with Donald Trump,
Yeah,
just like,
twerking with right.
like let me tell everybody something that I just like to twerk and I want to take away all your taxes. But you got to listen to
Right,
my man Zeddy Will because he's going to be the future. And you know what?
right,
I'm going to keep him here because that's my dog. And then Elon Musk going to start doing the twerk in the
right.
background. And that's how it's going to work.
Yo,
Let
shout out
me
to
tell you
them.
something. Kim Kardashian did a thing about this. You got LaLa, you got
Hmm.
Northwest, you got
Yeah,
Kai Cenat, who
right.
now is becoming, if not the biggest social media influencer on the planet. They're
Sure.
letting him all his things, and he did in a video with him in the video,
Yeah.
just like bumping to it. When you see these videos, how inspired are you to make even better music that day, where you just want to hop on and do something else?
Yeah, like when I see these type of videos, I'm like, I'm definitely heading in the right direction. Like even if I had any like, because at sometimes you can get like some self doubt or, even if these big stars is doing it, one thing for me, I'm always thinking, oh, like it's somebody bigger. I want somebody bigger to do it. I want somebody bigger to do it. So it keeps me in a good headspace. It makes me, like I said, know I'm going the right way, and just to keep pushing, keep making more music.
Well, I love your energy, man, and I love the fact that at such a young age you did South by Southwest, I believe, the
Mhm.
Revolt House.
Yes, sir.
Huge compliment. Um, I will ask you about this one, and I love they did this because I was reading the bio because I didn't even know about this, and I apologize about it.
Mhm.
You did Nick Cannon's Wild 'N Out at the
Yeah.
Barclays Center, which is right up your alley
Right.
because not only is that a huge venue, you did it in a comedy, venue as well with Nick Cannon.
Hmm.
Was that like when you were doing that with him? Even though you're a hip hop artist, did you feel really like home because you're combining acting, comedy, and everything else? How was that experience with him?
That's exactly what it felt like. I felt right close to home. that is like right up the alley that I want to end up being in. Shout out to all the guys, DC Young Fly, Nick Cannon, and all the people that were there. Um, that felt like where I needed to be. Right at the Barclays Center, doing what I do, improvising, making skits on the spot. Like Wilding Out is Zeddy Will, and it made sense. A lot of the fans that was there, they was like, "Oh, this is so perfect for you." I had my family come out; they were there. They was like, "This looks like this is right where you need to be." So definitely will want to do some more Wilding Out stuff in the future for sure.
Listen, I think you're creating something that I don't know if you're aware of. You're already a headliner in my book. You have hits after hits. You have
Hmm.
great energy. You're not just an artist. You're an entertainer.
Hmm.
Entertainers go a lot farther than a performer.
Right.
You ever seen somebody, perform on stage? If they're just standing around, you like their music, but you may not go back and see them again because they're born, right?
Right.
Eminem's, these guys are entertainers. You have something here that I don't know if you're depicting on. Not only are you a headliner, you know how cool it would be if you're the opening music act for like a Joe Coy or a Cat Williams or a Kevin Hart.
Hmm.
Um, because now you could put your comedic style on a global level with these monsters
Hmm.
where you're already known yourself. You don't technically need them, but I think there's a collaboration there that is just waiting for you.
That's dope.
And I think it would be awesome. I would love to go to a Kevin Hart show, and it's like instead of having another comedian open for him, Zeddy World, just to get the place going, like get him
Right.
hyped up.
Hmm.
Because God knows I hate going to a comedy show and the opening act is better than the actual headliner. But if you get an opening act that can complement a good headliner, Zeddy, I think you're it, bro.
That's
Seriously.
dope. That's dope. See, Ty giving us ideas, and I'm telling you, we better give him some credit. Ty better
Yeah,
get your credit, boy.
your team is like, this is bullcrap, man. Now we got to write another check to this guy right here. What the freak is going on? No, and I did say something to her before, and I'm going to say it live right here. Well, not live, recorded on this interview. You lucked out with your team, especially your rep, your PR rep. And I was speaking to her off camera before. It's very hard to find people that are good at what they do and that believe in their clients and really take an initiative to make sure their clients get to the right places, get to the right people. Okay.
100%.
And it's not about overprotecting their client. It's about believing that this my guy needs to be on certain things and I'm gonna make sure it happens. So God bless you that you're finding people and you're surrounding yourself with these people in your camp because you as a comedian, you never want to be surrounded with people who don't feel your humor,
Right.
don't feel your vibe, don't feel your energy. And I think you have that. And I think one of the biggest reasons not only your talent's going to take you so far, you're building a business camp of people that are like-minded like you, and that is going to play a major role in your future. And I'm telling you right now, congrats on that.
Thank
Seriously.
you. Yeah. Shout out to my team. Shout out to Jerz. Shout out to Chanel. Shout out to Prez. Those are my people.
All them, all them.
My
Now,
people.
Billboard, like I said before, is rated you. I think the exact quote was top 15 hip hop African American R&B artists to look at.
Hmm.
I'm telling people, I'm not putting you in that category. I'm putting you in the top 15 artists to look at
Yes, sir.
this year. You guys are hearing it right now. And when I put up your promo, it's going to say top 15. That's what we're putting up because you are that talented, because you're the full package. You're talented, you're an actor, you're a comedian, you have the whole nine. You have
Yes, sir.
LaLa playing your stuff. Now you have a song that just dropped. I believe it's called Uh-Oh
Yes,
on
sir.
March 21st. How's that going for you right now, man?
I was doing good, man. And when I posted it, when I was promoting it before it dropped, it had something about like 200,000 crates on TikTok. So 200,000 people did videos to the song. It was a high anticipation for it. It's dropped. Everybody's going crazy to it. So appreciate everybody that's streaming it, man. For real.
Love it. And you got a mixtape, I believe, coming out sometime in April. Make it
Yeah.
push back because you guys are really doing a lot of marketing wise. Tell me about this mixtape you got coming out and how long did you work on it for?
All right, mixtape name is called Set the Tone. So it's really just to tell the people like, all right, you've been listening to all the singles. Now it's time to give you like a little body of work, and I feel like on that mixtape it's just straight hits. Like it's hits that's gonna last me a long time. It's gonna be about either 7, 8, 9 songs. We don't know exactly how much yet. That's why we had to push it back because we kind of want to add some more. But it's a tape to show the people like, yeah, it's showtime. Like Zeddy Will's real, the music is real, everything you're hearing is real.
Nice. Now, Zeddy Will. I
Yeah,
have to ask, where did this name come from, bro?
yeah. So it's just a a combination of my first and last name. My first name is Zedekiah, and I
Yep.
just cut it short. My aunt gave me that name, Zeddy. She used to call me that all the time when I was younger, so it just stuck. Zeddy, and then Williams, my last name, Zeddy Will.
I think it's really funny when parents name their kids and then throughout their life they don't even call them by their name because they're like, yeah, that's
Yeah,
just too long. Let's just call you Zeddy. And it's
right.
like, what the hell did you name me that in the first place for? Like,
Yeah, exactly.
were
Yeah,
you like, were you reading like a monologue of the 16 Commandments and you saw that name and you threw it on me? And
Zedekiah.
I was like, no.
Zedekiah. Yeah.
And people are like, oh, there ain't no 16 commandments. I'm like, yeah, there is, because here's your 16th right here, because
Mhm.
this is the future that you guys need to read and look out for. How about that?
Yeah,
How about that? How about that?
yeah.
Now, I do have to ask, Eminem, I'm a big fan. What is your favorite songs to pump you up? Because I have a feeling you play an Eminem song before you go live on concert or like in your dressing room. Is that
In
right?
the truck, Todd, on the way there, I'm blasting Eminem. I don't care what driver's driving. I don't care what family members with me. I don't care who's on my team in there. I'm playing Eminem. My favorite three, I'm gonna go Evil Deed. I'm gonna go I'm Shady, and I'm gonna go let's go. I'm gonna go Patiently Waiting by
It's
him and
hard, right?
him
Like
and
this
50 Cent.
hits after hits after hits.
Got a lot of songs.
Listen, I'm still digging that song that he did. Can shake that ass for me. It's one of
Oh,
my.
what shake that hit that. Oh my
Come
God,
on,
Eminem is
girl.
dope. Yeah.
With Nate, listen,
Nate Dogg.
Nate Dogg. Okay, now this is why I want to bring up Nate Dogg. You have a unique sound. We're always going to know your song. Nate Dogg had his own sound,
Mhm.
but you always knew Nate Dogg when you can hear it, and you loved it.
Right.
And again, that's why you got to make it stand out. So, guys, check it out. Eminem featuring Zeddy Will and Reese's Pieces. I'm going to come in
That's
on the back lot.
that's gonna be dope. I would love it. Yo, Eminem, man. Eminem, the collaboration to be crazy.
Hey, don't be surprised, man. Things happen, especially when good people get good auras being put out there, and you got to
Mhm.
surround yourself with that. So, to let my fans know and yours as well, I know you've been touring a lot. You have
Mhm.
things that are coming up that are in the works that you can actually talk about that you're about to launch on social media.
I think the biggest thing for sure would be that mixtape. That's one I've been working on for a long time, and I can't really say anything about it because we didn't know when it was gonna drop. But
Yep.
I've been holding it in for too long. The mixtape is coming. My first project, first body of work for people to hear. So sometime in April. I wish I had a date, but sometime in April that will be coming out. And when it does, set the tone. It's gonna be everywhere, and I want you to go listen and give Zeddy a chance with some real ears, because you will not be disappointed. I promise.
Well, guys, you heard it right here. My man Zeddy Will got a mixtape coming out in
Yes,
April.
sir.
Zeddy, thanks for being a guest on FaceTime with Todd Wharton, bro. I appreciate
Thank
you
you.
taking your time out of your busy schedule.
Thank you for having me, brother. Thank you.
You're welcome. And guys, do not go away because coming right back, this man's going to perform right here, Twerkin With Your Friends on FaceTime with Todd Wharton. So get your twerk up and stick around.
Listen up. Are you embarrassed to show your feet in public? Do you wear water shoes to the pool or wear socks to bed? Do you bury your feet in the sand when you're at the beach? Do your feet look like this? Okay, calm down. And that's why you must have Fix Your Fungal Nail. You just simply want to get rid of those gross, disgusting, embarrassing toenails. Trust me, I'm the queen of toes. Check it out. Go to fixyourfeetproducts.com and I'll see you soon.
Go to fixyourfeetproducts.com. That's fixyourfeetproducts.com.
Yo, what's up, y'all? It's your boy Zeddy Will, and you're about to watch my music video, Twerkin With Your Friends, right here on the FaceTime with Todd Wharton.
Girls just wanna have fun, so they party. Look, mama, a party girl, she just wanna have fun too. They say you ain't wifey type, but I don't care, I want you. She like to do drugs too, she in love with guns too. They say you too piped up, but I think that I love you.
I'm not trying to be nosy, let me know where you going tonight. Know you trying to have fun, but make sure we link by the end of the night. Don't be out with your friends, flirting with you know it ain't right. Keep it real, you know it ain't right. When you be friendly, that shit get me tight. Never mind, it's okay, go and play with your life. I got that love how I talk on the mic. They be all in my comments and all of my likes. Okay, at the end of the day, baby girl, you're my wife. Okay, definition of baddie, you really my type. Now you getting drunk, calling me a man. Now you getting drunk, twerking with your friend. Now you getting drunk, grabbing on my pants.
Mama, party girl.
Now you getting drunk, calling me a man. Now you getting drunk, twerking with your friend. Now you getting drunk, grabbing on my pants.
Say you ain't wifey type, but
Hey, in them denim jeans, your booty look nice. When I seen your story, I had to look twice. Poured in your cup, Henny with the ice.
mama, party girl.
Now you getting drunk, calling me a man. Now you getting drunk, twerking with your friend. Now you getting drunk, grabbing on my pants.
Say you ain't wifey type, but
Wasn't you a homebody? Now all of a sudden you always outside. Why's you wasting your time? Come be with me, girl, you know I don't mind. And you know that you fine. Flicks on your story, you post all the time. You a 10, that mean you a dime. So I'm on your body, I'm all on your spine. I'm not trying to be nosy, let me know where you going tonight. Know you trying to have fun, but make sure we link by the end of the night. Don't be out with your friends, flirting with you know it ain't right. Keep it real, you know it ain't right. When you be friendly, that shit get me tight. Now you getting drunk, calling me a man. Now you getting drunk, twerking with your friend. Now you getting drunk, grabbing on my pants.
mama, party girl.
Now you getting drunk, calling me a man. Now you getting drunk, twerking with your friend. Now you getting drunk, grabbing on my pants.
Say you ain't wifey type, but
Now you getting drunk. Now you getting drunk. Now you getting drunk. Now you getting drunk, twerking with your friends, 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 twerking with your friends. Now you getting drunk, twerking with your friends, 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 twerking with your friends. Now you getting drunk, twerking with your friends.
they say you ain't wifey type, but
So I just want to take a moment to thank my guest, Zeddy Will, for taking the time, for coming on FaceTime with Todd Wharton. And Zeddy, I'm going to keep it 100 with you, man. Listen, I love your vibe. You have incredible talent. I love your energy, great personality. And I'm telling you right now, brother, with the team that you have around you, you are definitely not only going to be an artist to look out for, you're going to be the artist that everybody's going to want. And I'm telling you, Zeddy Will, hip-hop artist, opening for Kevin Hart, full tour. I could see it now. You want to know why? We're going to put it in the air, because when there's a Zeddy Will, there's a Zeddy way. Guys, follow him on all social media platforms. You will not be disappointed. I know everybody loved this episode because you know I did. But until the next time, everyone, if you're not living a passion life, then you must be living. Take care, guys. I'll see you soon.